Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Chapter 42, The Removal of Daksha's Misery in the Shiva Puran. Hariom Tatsat. Brahma said, Lord Shiva was delighted on being conciliated and cajoled by Vishnu, Brahma, and the sages. Consoling Vishnu and other devas and laughing, the merciful Lord Shiva blessed them and spoke. Lord Shiva said, O excellent devas, both of you listen with attention. O dear ones, I shall state the truth. I have always borne your wrath. I do not take into account the sin committed by my children. I have inflicted punishment on those who are afflicted by my illusion. The destruction of the sacrifice of Daksha was not done by me. If a person hates another, ultimately it recoils on him alone. No action that involves the affliction of others will be indulged in by me at any time. If anyone hates another, it will recoil on him alone. Let the head, the sacrificial head of Daksha, be that of a goat. Let the god Bhaga receive his share in the sacrifice in conjunction with the sun. O dear ones, the god Puran, who used to grip the cooked offerings in a sacrifice with his teeth, has been rendered broken-toothed and will remain as such. I have spoken the truth. Bhrigu, who oppose me, shall become goat-beard. The gods who try to uproot me shall have their physical bodies. Let the Advaryu priests be born through the arms of Ashvins and the hands of Puran. I have spoken thus out of love for you. Brahma said, saying thus, the Lord Shiva, though merciful yet of imperial nature, the Lord of the mobile and immobile, and the follower of Vedic injunctions, stopped. On hearing such speech, Vishnu and other gods were delighted and sent out cries of approbation. Then, at the invitation of Vishnu and other gods, Shiva went to Kanakala at the sacrificial altar of Daksha Prajapati. The celestial sages and I too accompanied him there. Then Rudra saw the extent of destruction carried out by Virabhadra of the sacrifice and of the celestial sages. Swaha, Swadha, Pusan, Tusti, Driti, Saraswati, the sages, the mains, Agnis, many others like Yakshas, Gandharvas, Rakshasas, who were mutilated, wounded, or killed in the battle, were seen by him laughingly. On seeing this destruction of the sacrifice, he called the chieftain of Ganas, Virabhadra, of great virility, and spoke to him. O Virabhadra, of powerful arms, what is it that you have done? O dear, in your hurry, you have inflicted very severe punishment on the celestial sages and others. Bring Daksha here quickly. O dear, he performed a sacrifice contrary to rules, whence this result arose. Brahma said, thus commanded by Shiva, Virabhadra hastened to bring the headless body of Daksha, which he threw in front of Shiva. O excellent sage, on seeing the headless body, Shiva, the benefactor of the worlds, spoke laughingly to Virabhadra, where is the head of Daksha? Virabhadra replied, O Lord, Shiva at that time itself, the head was consigned to fire by me. On hearing the words of Virabhadra, Shiva commanded the gods in the manner as mentioned before. After doing in accordance with what Lord Shiva had said, Vishnu, the gods, and I acquainted Bhrigu with the same quickly. At the bidding of Shiva, they immediately joined the head of the sacrificial animal, the goat, with the body of Daksha. When the head was joined and Shiva looked at it, Daksha regained his life and awoke as if from sleep. On waking up, he saw Shiva, the merciful, in front of him. Daksha stood there, happy and joyful. Formerly, his mind had been contaminated and affected by a great hatred towards Shiva. But now, immediately after seeing him, his mind became pure, like the autumnal moon. He wanted to eulogize Shiva, but could not do so because of his affection, emotional disturbance, and anxiety for his deceased daughter. Then, after regaining composure and peace of mind, the ashamed Daksha bowed and eulogized Shiva, the benefactor of the worlds. Daksha said, I bow to the great Lord, the Supreme Being, the bestower of boons, the store of knowledge, the eternal. I bow to Shiva, the Lord of the chief of gods, always conferring happiness on the sole kingsman of the universe. I bow to the Lord of the universe of cosmic form, the primordial being and the form of Brahman itself. I bow to Shiva, the conceiver of worlds, happiness, and the greater than the greatest. O Lord, Lord of Devas, be merciful, obeisance to thee. O Shiva, the storehouse of mercy, forgive my faults. O Shiva, thou hast blessed me under the pretext of punishing me. O Lord, I have been wicked and foolish. Thy real nature I could not understand. Today I have realized the truth. Thou art above all. Thou art served by Vishnu, Brahma, and others. Thou art the Supreme Being, known only through the Vedas. Thou art the wish-yielding culprit to the good. Thou punishest the wicked always. Thou art the independent great soul. Thou art the bestower of desired boons on the devotees. Thou hast created the Brahmins first, who uphold learning, penance, and sacred rites in order to realize the reality of the soul. O great Lord, from thy mouth, just as the master of cowherds protects the cows from adversities, so also thou art the savior of the good. Thou art the watch and ward of social conventions. Thou punishest the wicked. The great Lord has been wounded by me by the shafts of piercing harsh words. I have made the gods who conferred blessings on me very dejected. O Shiva, the helper of the distressed, thou art greater than the greatest. Thou art favorably disposed to thy devotees. Thou art satisfied by thine own action of great value. Brahma said, having thus eulogized Lord Shiva, the benefactor of the worlds and the great Lord, the patriarch Daksha humbly stopped. Then the delighted Vishnu, with palms joined in reverence, eulogized the bull-bannered Shiva in a speech, choked with tears after bowing to him. Vishnu said, O great God, O supreme God, the bestower of blessings on the world, O storehouse of mercy, the helper of the distressed, thou art the great Brahman, the great soul. O Lord, thou art all-pervasive and independent. Thy glory can be known only through the Vedas. This Daksha is my devotee. He has been wicked to censure you before. He has committed an offense, making us meritless, O great Lord. Thou must forgive him. since thou art free from aberrations. O Shiva, out of delusion I too have committed offense against you, since I took sides with Daksha and fought with Virabhadra, thy attendant. O Sadashiva, thou art my master, the supreme Brahman. I am thy slave. I shall be sustained by thee always, since thou art the Father unto us all. Brahma said, O great Lord, Lord of Devas, O Lord, O ocean of mercy, thou art the independent great Lord. Great soul, thou art the independent great soul, the great Shiva, unchanging and without a second. O Shiva, blessings has been conferred on my son in granting him a body. Thou dost not mind the offense to thee. Resuscitate the sacrifice of Daksha. O Lord of gods, be pleased. Remove all cures. Thou art my conscious encourager. Thou alone art the restrainer. O great sage, after thus eulogizing Lord Shiva, I joined my palms in reverence and bent my head in humility. Then Indra and other gods, the guardians of the quarters, of good mentality, lauded Lord Shiva, whose lotus-like face beamed with brilliance. The other gods too of delighted minds, the Siddhas, the sages, and the Prajapatis, lauded Shiva joyously. Then the gods of lower rank, Nagas, and the Brahmins, the members of the assembly, bowed with devotion and eulogized Shiva severely. Let's see, footnotes. There's no footnotes in this chapter. Here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Om Prabhu Purandanatham Vipum Veshwanatham Jagannatanatham Sarandapachan Buddhi Bhutam Bhueshuram Bhutanatham Shivam Shankaram Shameshanamite Om Kapura Kauram Karanavartaram Sansarasaram Pujakendra Hadam Sadavasatam Pate Har Har Mahadeva Ki Jai Om Om Jum Samurasam Dhamma Kamijam Sumishti Param Or Vaharkamim Minichum Shum Swabu Sajam Om Tuya Mata Chapitatmaya Tuya Bandhuscha Chasakatmaya Tuya Vidya Davirang Tuya Tuya Sarvamama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat